Good day to you, my Texas farming and ranching neighbor, and welcome back to Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Corn futures got off to a good start yesterday morning following USDA's announcement of a flash sale of 24.1 million bushels of U.S. corn to the Communist Chinese. Corn futures closed up 7, beans up 2, and KC wheat up 17 cents by the bushel. The Black Sea Export Corridor meetings in Geneva nearing an agreement, although Russia is only willing to extend it for 60 days rather than the expected 120. There is talk that the Ukraine's new corn crop acres could be down as much as 50% from last year. Brazil's corn production projected to be 4.98 billion bushels, up 12% from last year. That's significant as Brazil has emerged as a formidable competitor for U.S. sales to the Communist Chinese. Excellent chances for rain across South Texas starting Thursday through early next week. New crop milo basis bids remain firm and willing to trade above posted bids on offers. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland open this week for milo trucks Monday through Friday 8 to 2:45. Cargill, Houston closed through this next Monday for maintenance. Anderson's Houston is open this week, Tuesday and Thursday, but will close this next Monday for maintenance. For help marketing your grains, call John at 361-852-5207, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We are on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how was our Monday sale?
I had a good sale, Larry. Had a few more cattle than I thought we'd have. We had 1,006, 138 cows, and 25 bulls. Calf market continues to be strong, Larry. These cattle are just getting higher. 2 and 3 weight steers, $1.89 to $2.60. Heifers, $1.76 to $2.35. 3 and 4 weight steers, $2.05 to $2.80. Heifers, $1.71 to $2.30. 4 and 5 weight steers, $1.98 to $2.55. Heifers, $1.68 to $2.50. 5 and 6 weight steers, $1.91 to $2.43. Heifers, $1.66 to $3.15, and that's a Tiger Stripe replacement heifer. 6 and 7 weight steers, $1.68 to $2.13, and the heifers, $1.49 to $2.07. 7 and 8 weight steers, bull yearlings, $1.50 to $1.85, and the heifers, $1.33 to $1.61. On the cow deal, we got 96 for the best cow. Slaughter bulls, 90 to $1.19. Stocker cows, $5.50 to $1,000. And we had a few pair, not very many, went back to the country, 900 to $17.75, Larry.
What are you anticipating for this next Monday?
I really don't know right offhand, Larry. I know a couple of people that are going to bring in a few calves, probably 25 a piece, not any great big bunches that I know of right off.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Gary Butler.
You can catch us here at Sale Barn, 830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, down another 43 cents in the afternoon report at 88.37. The butt, the loin, and the ham primal were reported lower, with the rest pointing higher. USDA estimated federally inspected hog slaughter, 485,000 head for Tuesday, even with last week. Week-to-date total 969,000, 23,000 head larger versus last week, and 26,000 head above the same week last year. Moving toward the beef side of the meat equation, wholesale box prices higher in the afternoon. Choice was $1.05 higher at $285.91. The Select up 94 at $274.56. Tuesday's federal slaughter, 127,000 head. That's even with last week. That brings the week to date to 252,000, even with a year ago, but about 5,000 above the same period last year. Looks like bids at the FCE online auction, 163 to 163.75. The offers, 165. We have seen no fats change hands this week. Cash cattle last week averaged 165. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, Fredericksburg. Sean, how did the sheep and goats sell for y'all?
It went well, Larry. We ended up with a little over 3,000. I think it's 31 or 200, something like that. Market started out real good on those lambs. We kind of sold them up to 330, and then as the day went on, it kind of dropped off a little bit, kind of from anywhere from 260 to 310. It did get a little softer. I called it a little lower. Goat kids, it was probably a little higher. Had some of those better kids bring up to, I guess, 450, 460 right in there. I didn't have many of them. I had a lot of sheep today, so it looked like everybody kind of filled up there, and it did break off a little bit on the sheep end towards the end. As far as nannies, that might have been just a little tick higher, might have been a little more active there. Billy's was probably steady. Had a few Angors today. Some of those Angora nannies kind of bring from 50 cents to $1.40, depending on how fleshy they were. And had some Angora Billies kind of bring somewhere from $1.20 to up to $1.60, just depending on the flesh on them. All in all, I thought we got along real well on the sheep and goat end. So got through another one, and we'll be ready for next week.
Now, you've got a cattle sale. As folks are hearing this, they'll either hear it at 5:45 in the morning or 9:45. Tell everybody what you got in there right now.
Boy, Larry, it sure has been a little bit slower than I anticipated. We talked last 2 days, and I kept telling you, sure, get 800 to 1,000, but we're going to struggle to get 800. It looks like we've got about 250 on the yards right now, and it's pretty slow. So I'm hoping we'll get somewhere around that 600-700. We'll see how they roll in this evening. It turned off cool, and everybody's sitting back, see what this weather does. So we'll play that by ear, but it sure is a little bit slower today on the cattle end.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hi, neighbor. I'm Larry Marble. We're here with Tracy Phillips of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreages. Tell us about High Point Ranch, one of your listings, Tracy.
High Point Ranch is a wonderful place. Secluded property, offers 97 acres of high fence atop a hill with a custom home, a guest house, a shop, a processing room, and tons of other opportunities for someone who's looking for that lodge feel type property. The home offers custom hickory flooring, high ceilings lined with ponderosa pine, several uses of reclaimed longleaf pine, as well as some very nice custom features, including over 2,300 square foot of covered porches that go all the way around and offer a great place to view those hill country sunsets. There are multiple storage buildings on this property, so just about anything someone can think of, they can do here. It has an excellent well that is 406 foot deep, offers a 2,500 gallon storage tank. Uses could be a great homestead. That's what it's used for currently. It could be a hunting getaway. It could be a deer operation, as it is perimeter high fenced. And with this property come 35 axis, 1 cyclebuck, and 4 does. And there is fantastic fishing and kayaking within 15-20 minute drive to the Llano River. Stars like you have never seen, and privacy that is super hard to come by these days, and easily accessible from US Highway 377 and just 15 miles between Junction and Rock Springs.
How can we reach you?
That's pretty easy. You can call me directly on my cell at 512-393-9996, and I am known for my quick callback time. Or you can visit us at homesteadandranch.com.
We are on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company, Tuesday evening at 7:09. What's Wednesday going to look like, Carl?
It's going to be pretty good. We've been busy all day. Got about 600 right now, and there's a line outside. So I look for 800 or 900 pretty easy. The cattle are good, not just a whole lot of cows. So anyway, the market's going to be good and everything's good.
Now, Carl, you've got a special this week, right?
Our Texas Elite sale Saturday, starting at 1 o'clock, March 18th. Going to have 900 of as good a fancy replacement cattle as you can find. So come see us.
Give everybody your contact info, Carl.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and surrounding area, call Max Sebner, 540-8676.
Thank you, Carl. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Larry Marble was down on the farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-Post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379 1-800-999-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. We're on the line with Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how's the sale shaping up?
Shaping up pretty good, Larry. It's going to be a little bit lighter. Kind of anticipating that 600, maybe a tick. The new croppers are going to be coming. Some of these calves are starting to get fleshy if the cows are still milking. So, we're going to see a little adjustment on these cattle here coming down the road. So, but the market is still good. So, and, I always say that conditioned cattle, they bring more, but they weigh 50 to 75 pounds less. So, you're just trading tit for tat on that deal. Yeah.
Brian, how about sheep and goats? And some of the other auctions, their numbers have really increased on Tuesday. How about you?
Well, that's what I'm anticipating, probably that 700 to 800 on the sheep and goats. And, everybody kind of holds for them Easter markets. And, in some places it works, in some places it doesn't. It just depends on who your clientele is, where the meat's going. But,
right.
But sheep and goat market, the market is good all the way around. And I keep saying that week after week, and I sound like a broken record. But, it's just good, stout market. And, hopefully Mother Nature will throw us some rain this weekend, and that'll just make it a little bit easier.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Brian.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
Always good to talk to you, cousin.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Cousin Larry.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We are on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock, getting ready for the sale on Wednesday at 7:30 Tuesday evening. Kelly, what does it look like?
Oh, look like I'm going to have a decent run, Larry. Got 5 1/4 in right now, so I'm expect somewhere 650, 700, something like that. Looks like we'll have probably 125 to 150 grown cattle, and then the rest be calves and yearlings. Got a few sellout deals of cows, but most of them going to be older cows this week. Looks like just be a handful of kind of stocker cows. Not much as far as pairs go, but lots of good calves and yearlings. Cattle starting to show condition a little bit. It's awful dry down here again. Kind of seems to be the never-ending story down this way. But anyway, market's good, and sure a good time to sell something. Got something need to get rid of.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kelly Thigpen.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile number's 334-1047. Website's PearsallLivestock.com.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Right. Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of the Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, we had a good week this week, catching up on some work, still weaning some calves. Market showing signs of strength. Weather pattern is nice. We didn't get a big rain, but other people did. My friend Ken Scott got 4 inches up in North Texas, so things are looking a lot better up there. Market really strong. I like that. I want to remind your listeners, I will be auctioneering a bull sale for Derek Frenzel this coming Saturday, the 18th, up at McAllister, Oklahoma. We'll have about 120 Beefmaster bulls and about 50 Beefmaster females. So let us know if you need information. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3. Or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information. CasasCattle.com. CASAS. CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Neighbor announcing the Pleasanton Young Farmers Farm and Ranch Equipment and Miscellaneous Items Sale, Saturday, March the 18th, 10 a.m. at Atascosa Show Barn. For more information, call Daryl Ashley, 830-570-0765. Randy Shearer, 830-769-3641. Auctioneer Dwayne Lutz, Texas license 13075. Again, that Farm and Ranch Equipment and Miscellaneous Items Sale, conducted by the Pleasanton Young Farmers, comes up Saturday, March the 18th at 10 a.m. at the Atascosa County Show Barn grounds. Call 830-570-0765. Neighbor, it's time to take a long look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle & Company. Corpus Milo through Corpus in March. Maples 90, $12.69. We'll call Progresso Maples $1, $12.87. Yellow corn to Corpus in March. Maples $1.50, $7.70 3/4. We'll call Progresso $7.90 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in March. Maples $1.30, $9.47 3/4. And number 1 beans to Placido, November list 70. 1268 and a half. 1,000 bales of East Texas Oklahoma cotton at 77.87. 642 of West Texas at 79.49. The total 1,642 brought an average of 78.68. Neighbor, that's it for the Best Darn Farm Show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. Definitely not your average farm show because you're not the average listener. You're the best darn listener in that same area. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening to one of our 14 affiliate stations or downonthefarmradio.com.